Okay. Let's take our shoes off here. Put them where you can find them back. Okay, don't lose them. ሁሉም ባንድ ነው አይደል? ሁሉም ባንድ ላይ ቁጭ ማድረጋቸው ነው ማለት Have a seat right here. Have a seat right here. You will have a time for photo. So have a seat and I will explain, and then you can get inside, you can take a picture. Have a seat.
Your lights are.
ግማሽ የተወሰነ በዚህኛው አንደኛው በዛኛው ግን በዛው ላይ ትንሽ ሳብ አድርጋቸው ወደ አንተ ሊሰሙ ኦኬ ለዚህ ጀመር እነሱም ጀመር ኦኬ So we start here and I will give you a time for photo, okay? So the name of this peninsula, we call it Zege. It's not an island, it's a peninsula which is connecting in the mainland. There is about 10,000 people, they live here. So the main economy for the people are coffee. But beside coffee, they plant like fruits like lemon, papaya, guava, and also they use fishing in the lake. I mean, they are using fish like we have different variety of fishes like tilapia we have, Nile perch, and catfish we have in the lake. So this peninsula, which is covered by a dense tropical forest, so walking through the forest topped by birds and monkeys. There is a vervet monkey, and also there is wild animals like pig, porcupine, civet cat we have in this forest. So in this peninsula we have a lot of monasteries. One of the monastery, this one, Ura Kidana Meherat Monastery. Ura is the name of the village. Kidana Meherat means the covenant of mercy or promise of forgiveness. This monastery, which is established during in the 14th century, and the one who established this monastery is Abba Johannes during the time of Emperor Andesion. And the architectural design of these monasteries is round. Actually, most of Lake Tana's monasteries are round. And the monastery also it has 3 sections. The first section, this place, we call it Kene Mahelet. This is a place where the Kele regiment, they sing a song with a special drum and prayer stick in this place. This is a chanting place. The second one, we call it Qeddist, the people receiving Holy Communion. And the third one, we call it Maqdas, that is the Holy of Holy, the copy of the Ark which is kept there. Nobody cannot enter inside except priests and deacons in the Holy of Holy. In every monastery, when you go, the copy of the Ark of the Covenant, but the original one which is found in Aksum, in the north part of Ethiopia, from Tigray region, the original Ark which is kept there. But every monastery has copy. If there is no copy, we cannot say a monastery or we cannot say church. We just say house. At least it should have one copy to say monastery or to say church. But at the previous time, the real ark was kept around the east shore of Lake Tana, the place we call it Tana Kirkos. It stays there for 800 years and then removed to Aksum during the time of King Izana in the 4th century. And when it came to here, this is mud, straw, and some stones inside. This is the original one from the 14th century. But the ceiling, which is renovated time to time when it becomes old. Every 15, 20 years, the ceiling which is renovated. At the previous time, the roof was covered by grass, a thatched roof. But nowadays, there is a shortage of grass. That's why they changed it to concrete iron sheet. Because during the rainy season, it links and damages the buildings. And the door, you can see one piece of wood. Most of the wood is from sycamore tree. It has 12 doors around here that represent the 12 apostles. And the gates for the Holy of Holy Suite that represent Holy Trinity, like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And the main gates for the monastery suite. This one is for the priest doing the mass service. The second one is for the men, and the third is for women. Because during the mass service, women and men are stand separately. Every Sunday there is a mass service in every monastery. But there is some other days, like Saint's Day, like Saint Mary, Saint Gabriel, Saint Raphael Day, there is also Mass in the monastery. But early in the morning, every day there is a short prayer time that we call it Kidal, every day early in the morning. And inside there is a paintings on the wall. Those paintings, which is painted during in the 16th century, but some of the paintings which is renovated during in the 19th century. Especially the lower part of the paintings which is renovated, because people when they come to the monastery they touch it. That's why they are going to renovate it. So first they draw the paintings on canvas and then they stick it to the wall. It's not directly painted on the wall. Why those paintings are painted? Because at that time people are illiterate. They cannot read the Bible. And instead of Bible, they draw this painting and they preach like this. This is a way how to teach the illiterate person. Actually, all the paintings not from the Bible. In Ethiopian Orthodox Christian Church, we have extra book. The book which tells the biography of the saint. This kind of book, we call it Gadil. And also we have a miracle book of Mary, Gabriel, Raphael, and so on, which is taken from that book too. And also we use both the New Testament and the Old Testament. On the paintings, people which is depicted with half profile, one-eyed people, those are non-believers. Non-believers depicted with half profile, and the sinners in the hell depicted with blue or and with the devil, those are the sinners which is in the hell. On the painting, there is the writtens. The written, we call it Ge'ez. That's the ancient language of Ethiopia. Still we use in the monastery. The one who learn religious education, they can read and they can understand what it says. But the one who are not learning religious education, he can read, but he cannot understand what it says. But the alphabet is the same to Amharic. That's why people they can read this language. So this language we call it Ge'ez is still active in the monastery. When you get inside, the Holy of Holies is square. It has 4 sides. The north part of the monastery, it tells about the martyrs and the 12 apostles, how they are suffering because of religious. When you go in the second part, that's the west side of the monastery, it tells about from the Annunciation of Mary up to the resurrection of Jesus Christ, from the birth up to the resurrection. The third is the south part of the monastery. It tells about the exile of Mary from Jerusalem to Egypt to escape from Herod. And the fourth one is the east part in this side, miracles of Jesus Christ. But in every monastery, when you go in the entrance of the Holy of Holies, there is archangels on the door. That's the guardians of the Holy of Holies. You may see Archangel Gabriel and Michael. You may see Raphael. Depending on the monastery, it may be different. There is always archangels. And this is the prayer stick. We call it Makwamya. This is a supportive for chanting with sistrum and the drum. And also it helps to lean on it. Because the mass it takes like 3 or 4 hours, so they used to lean on it for resting too. So this we call it Makwamya, the prayer stick. And we have a drum you will see inside when we get inside. And the drum over there, we call it Nagarit. That one, the circle one, we use for a special occasion. If something has happened in the monastery, they beat with a stick loudly to call the people. During the time of Menelik II, they use for declaration. So that kind of drum, we call it Nagari. But the kabaro you will see inside. So this is what we see, the highlights of this monastery. If something is not clear, please you can ask me. If not, you can round and take a picture.
So much detail.
Enjoy it?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.